people. Let's make this happen. I don't like that angle here.
Why should I like it? Look,
I'm fine. Hey,
I don't want it wrinkled up like that. Why are you, well then you're not looking at us.
yeah, I can turn my neck. I can turn my neck.
That's
See?
all good. It's all good.
Is it fine? Is it good?
It's all good.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you. We'll see what people say. It's fine.
Because you think you have a bad side, but you really don't. But
I really do. My nose looks like I have my mom's nose. I think
Your mom had a good nose.
no, her nose was big. God rest her soul. It was big. It was really big. It doesn't really. Oh yeah. Anyways, are you gonna sit back there?
That's what we do when we have a guest.
I don't-
You've been here before.
I don't feel like that's what you did before.
That's
I felt
what you
like
did.
y'all were
Every
sitting
single
next
time.
to.
No. Bill always sits back there
My
when we have a
memory
guest on.
sucked. Y'all, I am a single mom with 2 kids, and I work full time. My mind is in 1,000 places,
Okay.
and I just have a bad memory. It's called mom brain. In case you're wondering, look it up. It's a thing. All right.
Migraine is that
Mom-
She said mom brain.
Mom brain. I have mom brain. It's a thing.
Call that brain fart.
Men would call it a brain fart, which is actually very appropriate. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah. I just have legit reason to, blame. All right, so hi everyone, and welcome to Ask Bill and Kate Thursday nights at 8. My name is Katie Donnelly, and I am back again to host the show. I actually, never mind, forget it. Anyways, so we're going to answer a lot of your real estate questions and do some other really fun stuff. And we also have a special guest, Glenn, that does, the electrical light bulb stuff.
He's an electrician.
He's that. And we're going to talk to him about it. All right, so cool. All right, so we do this every Thursday night at 8 with Bill and Kate Hafer with the Hafer Group of Southern Classic Realtors. And let's not forget, of course, this is my favorite part always, our mascot, Escrow. And again, in case you're new, it's a crow and it's an S-crow.
You get it, Glenn?
It's clever.
It's very clever. That's why I love it so much. So so of course we still have him. Thank to who was it that
Robin Hawkins found us.
Thank you, Robin Hawkins. Thank you so much, Miss Hawkins, for finding our crow. So anyways, so y'all, how has this week been for you guys?
It has
Busy.
been crazy.
Okay, can I just stop y'all really quick? Let me just tell you that I was dropping the girls off to my dad's,
Yeah.
and in our neighborhood, growing up, I've seen houses where there's never been a for sale sign, and those houses are for sale, and I couldn't believe it. Everybody is putting their house on the market right now, and then as I'm leaving, somebody's moving out of their house. I guess maybe it's already been sold, but no, seriously.
Inventory is like that.
It's
Okay, then it's new, y'all. It's new.
that's an anomaly, and it is absolutely happening in some neighborhoods that people are jumping on the bandwagon because of just how wild this market is. But it is still very much
crazy.
a low inventory market.
Really?
Yep.
Okay,
absolutely.
well let's get started.
So
With
about
that
that,
being
about
said-
that crazy week. So
Yes.
we had a house under contract
Okay.
that suddenly was no longer under contract, and then got it back under contract in the same day, and then
Went to the backup offers which is why it's very important to have backup offers, because you never know what might happen. So immediately when that fell through, we're on the phone, to see who still has an interest in it, and somebody still had an interest in it, and yay, good, it didn't have to go back on the market because those other people had already put a backup offer.
So it was meant to be for the person that had the backup offer.
and then we got
And y'all got it taken care of?
got all taken care of. Then we got our other listing under contract as well
Yesterday.
this week. So that's been wild and crazy. And then
That was a
Wow.
bidding war.
Two.
That was fun.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
and
Peachtree City?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peachtree City's where it's at.
to top it all off
Mhm.
today,
Yes.
That same house that just went under
Is
contract.
this the cherry on top?
Oh, wait, no, we can't talk about that yet.
You know, we can talk about it on the surface. So, somebody,
Kate's not happy about this.
Well,
No.
no, we're gonna get,
we're gonna get some lawyers involved.
We're gonna get an
because there's
attorney
a little
involved with
fraud
this.
going on.
Okay, I think that's not surface. I feel like that's a little bit more information that probably needs to be shared right now. I think I
It
should
has
stop
nothing to do with our
talking.
clients, but there's
We're
some
good.
fraud
Okay, so
going on.
tonight we have a special. I'm doing this for you guys. I love you. We have a special guest, Glenn Hurt, and he is an electrician. So we are going to be firing him up with some questions. How I get fired? Okay, that was
We
clever.
don't like fire.
That was very clever, Kate.
It'll be
Very clever.
electrifying.
Firing him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I wish I had something like to come with that, and there's a lot, but my brain's everywhere. But that's cute. Firing up. But they don't like fire.
No.
That's like a fireman.
If there's fire, then there's a big problem.
Yeah. You should hear my brother talk to me about fires.
is he a fireman?
No, he's an electrician. He's a
Oh!
master
I was
electrician.
gonna say we don't see a lot.
No,
of
he's a
fires,
master
though.
electrician. Electrician. I'm sorry.
That's
And
right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I mean, yes, and I have talked to him about smoke detectors and stuff like that, and like the wiring and all. Y'all are freaks about that kind of stuff. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, there's me.
So our next person might be a fireman, so you know how to get out of your house safely. Good idea. Thank you.
That is good. That is a good idea.
All right.
Most of them-
Okay.
most of them
We'll
run
say
the
we hope
firemen,
that
so-
never happens, so I'm not so sure, but we'll see.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started with some of the questions throughout the week that you guys have come across. All right? Sharon from Sharpsburg says, what's the difference between a breaker and a fuse?
All right, a fuse is they both do the same thing. A fuse, though, whenever it burns out, it has a piece of metal that melts if the voltage gets too high. So you have to actually replace a fuse. A breaker, whenever it gets an overloaded voltage, it trips and you're able to reset it so you can keep using it. You don't have to replace that. So
How often do you still see fuses in houses?
I still see fuses in homes, but when I see them, I recommend to upgrade on their panels and stuff. So breakers, they have smart breakers nowadays that can tell you exactly where your problem is. I mean, and they have like little computer systems in them.
Wow.
So
May I ask you a question? I thought breakers were in the breaker box.
it is fuses. You can have fuses in them too. But they also have fuses and disconnects and stuff like that. So when a fuse goes out, it's done. It goes in the trash, and you have to rebuy.
I
a new
have
one.
no fuses. I have all breakers.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Cool.
Yeah, if you have fuses in your home, you need to be upgrading because it's
For sure. Absolutely. I mean, I agree. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you. That was a very educated answer, and I learned something. All right, so Candy from Books wants to know, what's the most important safety concerns for electricians? I would say not to get electrocuted.
exactly. I would say,
Personally.
electrocutions, fire. We
Fire.
deal with extreme heat in attics. We deal with extreme cold, fungus, mold. I mean, tight spaces.
Can't be claustrophobic, that's for sure.
No, not at all. We have, then we also have the underground work where we're working around heavy equipment, stuff like that. So I mean, we have
Wow.
a lot of stuff that we have to watch out for. And OSHA, they're pretty strict on us. And
Yes, they are.
yeah, I did my OSHA 30, and it made me look at things different and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of dangers out there with electricity. So
Well, the first two things that you said were
electrical shock and electrocution, and then you got
fire. You
Fire,
said
yeah, fire, burns.
Shock and fire,
yeah.
basically. Yeah.
Because the thing is, if you have an arc flash, it is a burn and it's pretty much a little explosion. So it can do a lot of damage.
An explosion?
Mm-hmm. If something looks like an IED, it will actually explode. If you cross phases, it blows up, and like it shows videos of people catching on fire from it.
Oh,
So-
because that's my biggest fear actually, is to be on fire. So anyways, if you have any concerns with your electrical system, Glenn here is the guy you should call. All right. So Jake from Peachtree City says, what does GFCI stand for, and what's its purpose?
So it's a ground fault circuit interrupter. it helps. It's for not being electrocuted. So if it picks up any kind of disturbance as far as I think it's 4 to 5 milliamps, it'll trip the circuit and stops it from electrocuting.
I know about milligrams.
Yes, milliamps.
I've never heard of that.
Yes, but it's a tiny, it's like just a tiny little bit difference in it that will make it trip, so it doesn't keep shocking you. You use them around water sources, bathrooms, kitchens, outside, so stuff like that. It's to help so it doesn't shock that grab hold of you and shock you. It stops.
Seal said ground fault. Bill taught me that. Hey, Seal.
It's a ground fault circuit interrupter.
So do you have micro?
Yeah, it's got milli, micro. You got.
So it's like nursing. It's like.
Mhm.
That's interesting. Do you have kilo too?
Well, it's not called kilo. It's called something else.
Do you have grams?
Not no, that's weight.
Oh, that's true. That's totally true. You're right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of all
No,
of
it's
the
like they're like milliamps, millivolts. And
milli, micro. Yeah.
So
Okay.
yours
Gotcha.
yours would be weight, but ours is measured off of amperage and voltage and stuff like
Which
that.
is not weight. It's the opposite of weight.
That's
It's
that's
like air.
and that's that's like being shocked. So
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
So this is totally not my domain.
The metric system applies in many ways.
it does.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to be quiet.
Thank you, Seal.
And thank you, Jake, for your great question. All right, so Nick from Tyrone says, is it hard to install recessed lighting in my ceiling? My wife has been bugging me to do this for a long time now, and I just need to go ahead and do it already. Well, yeah, because your wife's not going to stop talking or you complaining about it until you do it.
I'm gonna put it this way. For me, it's easy. For somebody that hasn't done it, I wouldn't do it because if you mess up, you're patching your ceiling and you'll never get it to match as far as painting it. You'll always see that patch mark from the sheetrock mud. I would say no, get a professional unless you're mechanically inclined and know how to work with electricity because you got to fish it through joists and stuff like that. It's not just cut a hole, stick a light in it, be done. There's a little more to it. So if you've never done it before, I would say call a professional.
Like Glenn?
Yes, or if you're confident in it, yeah, go. I love
Get
it.
electrocuted.
I love it.
Catch on fire.
I try DIY projects all the time. Sometimes I do good on it. Sometimes I fail at them. But to me, I would tell you, it's not easy if you've never done it before. So, because you have that perfect hole. If you go a little bit too big, it doesn't work. It falls out of the ceiling, and more problems down the road. So,
Sounds about right. Okay, so Grant from Fayetteville wants to know, can watching TV or being on the computer during a bad thunderstorm with lightning really break the TV or computer?
definitely. You have to think in a house. Most of your electronics are running off 120 volts on 15 amps, and a lightning bolt. I think it's up to like 30,000 amps, and it can be up to 100 million volts if it hits your house, and that's on average lightning bolt.
100 million?
Yeah, it's
There's that many?
That's how much voltage there is, and it's 30,000 amps. That's just an average. I mean, they never know what
Wow.
a lightning bolt's going to produce until it hits what
That's crazy.
That's
so
crazy.
if
and
it
it's
hits
scary.
if it hits your house, and I actually just did some work for a guy, it burned up his whole entire house, his TVs, his refrigerators, his freezers. He had to buy all new appliances, and it's just because he was living on like a granite slab. It hit that slab, and it just fried everything in the house.
So basically, when there's a thunderstorm, it's game night.
I would definitely put
Monopoly.
on surge protectors, cut your surge protector off, unplug it.
Oh,
and
surge protectors. Okay, so
It's-
how do you know if you have one or not?
the surge protector is the strip, the plug-in that has the
Oh,
reset.
okay.
But a lightning bolt, it will still fry that and go through it. You got to.
But it's just an additional, like it's another
It's a
thing that it
precaution.
has to get to.
Well, you can go there and hit it, cut it off, and then or just unplug everything all at once.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, if lightning hits your house, there's not a whole lot you can do. You can try to do a ground ring and extra ground rods, but lightning, that's a lot of voltage and amperage. It's going to go where it's going to take the least. It's going to take the least resistant path to get to ground, and it'll run wherever it wants.
You can look at that as good luck or bad luck, really. I mean, because
I've seen $1 million grounding
Yeah.
systems that they guaranteed that would work, and they failed, and their $1 million policy had to be used because it burned up more than what they could afford. So
Wow.
dang.
lightning's crazy. So
we won't mess with Mother Nature.
No, Mother Nature wins every time.
Every single
Every
time.
time.
Yep. All right, so here's an electrical joke for you, Glenn.
Alright.
Glenn, you. Ready? Why did the lights go out?
Why did the lights go out?
I don't get this one, Kate.
Because somebody turned off the switch?
Because they liked each other?
How do you not get that?
I don't get it either.
The lights, they went out with each other because they liked each other.
Oh, I guess.
Oh, and usually my head is in the gutter. Why did I not get
I
that?
didn't know.
Dang! You got me.
I got you.
Why did the light? I got you now.
Hey, but real
That was very
quick,
shocking.
I think you skipped over something.
No,
I wanted
I
to
didn't.
know like how Glenn got in the electrical business.
No, I have not.
It was like the
Oh, well.
second card and stuff like that.
No.
I got into the electrical field through family, my brother, cousins. They do it, and I started working with them one summer, and I just enjoyed it. I like to work with my hands, and it's a different place every day. It's not just being complacent. You're not going to the same warehouse, the same job. And every day I'm going to somewhere new, and
That's
I like-
kind of neat.
I like to see it come, start something from the ground, and then when you're done with it, it's a finished product, and you're able to say, hey, I've worked on that. Those lights are working because of me, and stuff like that.
Nice.
I
I love
enjoy
it.
it.
That's
And
adorable.
what's your phone number? We'll say at the end.
Okay,
too.
no, I've got that card. I
You
just saw
have
it.
that card?
I do. I was thinking, I'm like, gosh, did I forget? But no, I have. If you want me to go ahead and use, I can go ahead.
No, I mean that'll be at the end, but I know
It is
I
at
put
the
it-
end. You just
But
gotta
I know I
have
put it
yourself.
like on the second one or the third one too.
Nope, you didn't.
Your phone.
I mean, it's fine. No big deal. I mean, I'm just flipping.
So Glenn was telling us a story about a rooster attacking me.
Yeah, a rooster. I'm
Oh, a
doing.
rooster.
I'm doing for.
Oh,
My family
okay.
bought a farm, and she has a little bunny barn, and it half of the
I have a
bunnies.
bunny too.
They do.
Yes, I do.
She's got a bunch. She has a lot of bunnies, but then the other half's roosters, and I can't think of the type of rooster it is, but he's got like real furry feet. But he's real protective of his hens, and you can hear him shuffling up, and he'll jump up, and he'll be on top of my head, pecking me and everything else. So I'm just,
Roosters are very protective of their hens.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And
Roosters, they're mean to everybody.
I know it's funny though, is his little furry feet. You hear him coming, so I just sit there and I'll turn around and try to scare him off, but he doesn't get scared of me. He's a fighter, so.
I would love to watch
he's a
that.
little-
It's got to be funny because I look like like
He's
Mike
a
Tyson
little-
versus
Yeah. Sorry.
little bit.
Bad. I didn't say that out loud.
But yes,
Okay.
he's a mess. I forget his name. They told me his name, but it's like whenever you see somebody just like throwing punches, but there's nobody standing there because he's fast.
That's
He's-
funny.
Nah, he's a mess. I get to go see him here in a little bit when I leave here. That's where I'm headed to go
That's
back to work.
exciting.
Yeah.
Take a video and share it with us. So
He does. Every time I bring out my phone, he runs off like it's the funniest. I might have to like put it in the corner and.
you're gonna have to
Might
trick him like
catch him.
I do my kids.
But
You
yeah,
know, like,
I
oh,
don't
no.
Want, I don't want a video like a rooster beating me up and everybody's gonna make fun of me for getting beat up by a chicken because
But you just like verbally said it like on Facebook Live, so you might as well at least show us
But
a video.
I mean, yeah, he beats me up a little bit, but
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
rather not
yeah,
be
yeah.
seen on video. No, I'm just kidding. If I could catch him, I've tried the video because he's funny.
I think you should try the
Oh my
video.
God.
He's like all black and got these big old feet, and he's a mess. Like I said,
Are they awake this time of night?
I don't know. They'll probably roost up before I get there because when it gets dark, he might. But I don't know because where I have to work at is right there where they're
Oh, jeez.
roosting. So I might jump him off the roost and really make him mad. Who knows? I might come and next time y'all see him, I might be missing teeth and missing an ear or something else. Never know.
Roosters can really cause some damage.
Hey,
Oh,
that's
man,
not
that's
telling you. Them little spurs, they're pretty sharp. So. And he knocked my hat off the other day.
You took your hat off?
Yeah, he took my when he flew up, but his wings just took my hat, slap off my head. He's a mess.
This is a.
I'll tell you, I'll get pictures of him at least, but he's
Glenn, I could hear this story all night long. I love it.
you
Do you have a name for that rooster?
No,
They have, but I don't know
You
what they.
forgot it.
I'm gonna start calling him like Michael Jordan or something. He looks like he's got like little tennis shoes on.
Oh, like
He's got like the little.
black Nikes
I'm
or
for real,
something.
like you can't even see his feet. It's spread. The feathers are like all around his feet. He's cool though.
It's a bougie rooster.
He was like one of the hens got near me the other day, and he come running in there and chased that hen for 10 minutes, and just pecking her like, "Don't get near him." Like, it's crazy.
But I'm not a rooster or a hen.
Yeah, he's mean.
Oh my god.
He's mean, but yeah, I told them that we were gonna make some fried chicken out of him. He keeps on.
Oh, this is why I need to be a vegetarian.
Oh man. Oh, that's funny.
All right, so now it's game time. So we're gonna throw up some pictures here on the screen, and we're gonna play a game. And Glenn is gonna have to tell us what's going on. Oh, so it's not really a game. We're just gonna get. Well, we're guessing. We're gonna guess.
So that's what I know. I was like,
Okay, so we're guessing. It's a guessing game, but Glenn's gonna help us so we cannot get shocked or catch on fire.
Yes, that's definitely
That's the goal.
that's definitely a goal.
Safety.
Do not stick your fingers in things you don't know what's in it.
Truth.
So, I'm telling you, you would be surprised grown men want to stick their fingers in panels that have holes
Rude.
and want to stick their finger in it and then get shocked and then like want to know why they got shocked. I mean, common sense to me is don't stick your finger in a panel if you can't see what's behind it. Like,
I wouldn't stick my finger in any.
I wouldn't either, but some of these guys just they can't help themselves. They're like, oh, there's a hole. Then they get shocked and then they act like they look at me like it's my fault.
Oh man.
That's why we have these lockout, tag out. You gotta have somebody guard the room. I mean, it's crazy.
What?
Guard the room.
Yeah.
Oh
They
God.
make it now like
Please help
you
me.
can't even go in electrical rooms and stuff when we're working on the panels are open and you have to stay away.
Oh,
You have to have somebody stand there and make sure nobody comes in the room.
oh. All right. So Bill's got the what do you call it on the TV screen and okay.
Okay. So this came up in an inspection report regarding Challenger brand panels,
We can move like over
and
here.
and I don't know if you've ever run into any challenges with that, but
I've never seen Challenger, but I've read about it, and they have a mechanism that's malfunctioning that is not allowing it to do what it's supposed to do as far as tripping out and all that, and so they actually have a recall. So if anybody has Challenger panels or breakers or anything like that, they need to call an electrician as soon as possible because it's causing major fires and stuff. Because
Oh, wow.
it's allowing like overloads coming in and it is not tripping, and so it is burning up wires, and it's a pretty big deal. So
Yeah.
if you know anybody that has Challenger panels or anything, you just let them know that they need to call an electrician or whoever, me or whoever, because we're gonna need
Call Glenn.
yes,
I called Glenn.
we need to get it changed out ASAP. So
Looks like his picture's getting. Okay.
It does. It's a mouse pad. I think. No, it's a. I don't know. It's something.
Sorry, I was just trying to get where I could be.
this is not
Not in the way.
Uh-oh.
give me a second. It's working before. I don't know why it's not working. Let me put it this way.
So you're gonna watch the Peachtree City 4th of July parade that's on the 3rd.
I sure am, because y'all are gonna be in there, right?
Yes, we are, and so is Katie.
Glenn.
Okay.
What?
Everything's in the
What?
chart.
I was just saying, Glenn, great.
Yeah.
GG, great Glenn.
Yes, from like a 9 to, well, it starts at 9, so.
Hey,
Oh,
Glenn,
no.
you need to be there. Sorry.
9
Okay.
o'clock in the morning?
Yeah,
Oh, Lord.
I know.
Oh, no, you have to start lining up at what, like 6?
Yeah, I would say it's earlier than that. Yeah. But most time when we did the ones in Pike County and stuff, it's like 6 o'clock, and then you sit there for 2.5 hours.
Are we gonna have to be there at like 6?
Like 7:30, I think, is
Oh,
when
that's
we're gonna
fine.
be there.
That's fine.
But
So the screen is all black.
I understand. I'm working on it. Give me a second.
So I can actually, while we're working on this, I can give you guys the fun fact. While Bill is working on
So,
getting this fixed,
well,
can I
let
give
me-
you fun fact?
Yeah, let me make sure that you're on camera. Let me step over.
I'm pretty sure I'm on camera. I am right in front of it.
No, it's because it's set really small for.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
Yeah.
just zoomed in.
Don't zoom me in, please.
You're
Come on.
zoomed.
You are zoomed
You're
in,
zoomed
but now Bill has the stuff back on.
There you go. I'm magic, y'all. I can't explain
I
it.
see your shoulder right now.
Okay. So This one was excessive lugging, so tell us about that and what the challenges are with
That's-
excessive lugging.
That's usually, you find that in older homes. They didn't have enough neutral bars, ground bars, and or terminals for it. And back in the day, it was common for you to use your neutrals and your grounds together. Nowadays, each branch circuit has to have its own terminal for your neutral and your grounds, because of if you ever have to, say, work on the circuit and you have to take your neutral apart. When you do that, you're leaving your equipment, it's not going to be grounded because you just took the neutral and ground out. So therefore, it can cause problems and really mess stuff up. But yes, that right there is, people, you see that common in older homes though. They just didn't have the ground bars that we have nowadays. Because now that, like, you can add them to the sides, and you have plenty of room for them now. So good. And you gotta love these.
Okay, so this is a case where the GFCI won't trip.
That's going to be because it's going to be an ungrounded GFCI, so it should have a label on it that says GFCI protected but ungrounded, which is, it's fine. It's not going to trip out with that button, but it'll trip out if you push the button, above it. It's not going to trip with your tester. So it's supposed to have a sticker that says GFCI protected but ungrounded device. So
Okay.
you run into that all the time. It's just because that's another older home thing.
Which there are actually a lot of older homes from Peachtree City.
Okay, this is similar to the lugging, but here's where where it's not as complicated as the last one, but the ground and the neutral are on the same lug.
And that's the same thing. That's where they changed the code. It's actually code 408.41, and it says that each branch circuit neutral has to have its own terminal, because of if you have to work on it, you take the neutral apart, you're ungrounding the equipment. So, but there is actually an exception. You can do it if it's parallel conductors, and then it's identified for connection for more than one conductor. The terminal bar, if it says that it can have more than one conductor in it, and it's on a parallel run, it can be two grounds in there, but it cannot have a neutral and a ground. But that's everybody. We try to keep everything one in each terminal, because like I said, nowadays you have plenty of room. You have so many terminals in there that you can add and take apart. So
Is it messing up again?
but yeah, that's every
Why
time
is it messing up?
here lately. Every time I go in panels, I'm having to redo the separate neutrals and grounds.
It's just whatever reason it doesn't seem to want to respond. So I don't know why it's doing this. I've never had this problem before.
Well, I can share the fun facts that
All right,
Kate
well, you
always
wanna-
has.
Do the camera thing then?
Well, let me get. It won't take me a second
You got pulled over.
to do it again.
Uh
This is what I gotta do.
It must
Just
be
come back.
an electrical problem.
oh.
Let me go get my tester. I'll be right back.
Oh gosh.
This is part of it. The show. So
Mhm.
Glenn can fix it. Glenn,
I got my tools in the car. I'm ready to go.
Do you ever leave home without your tools?
I do not. I have 3 sets.
Wow.
I got one to keep in the car, I got one to keep on my job sites, and I keep a set at the house.
dang, that's serious business right there.
No, I mean, it's just. I don't like lugging it all around all the time either. So I have a game box, I keep it at work, and then my truck actually got stolen January the 5th, I think it was, and they got a bunch of my stuff. So I'm actually been rebuying new stuff to replace.
That stinks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and so it is what it is.
Well,
I actually found it like a month ago, so I got to turn in some kind of paperwork to.
you found your truck a month ago?
They found it. And I didn't. I wish I would have found it, but they'd already paid it off and everything. So.
Okay. Well, this we'll skip around here. This one was a missing bushing.
Yes, and then that's because the edges of those panels, if the wire gets to moving, sometimes they'll move a little bit with surges here and there, and it rubs on that metal. It'll end up blowing up and causing a fire. As long as your breaker trips, you should be fine. But you always want to have some kind of protectant from the insulation and metal touching. You just call it a grommet. Yeah, that looks like they didn't even put an electrical box.
Yeah, it's just, this was all labeled as a completely loose outlet.
Yeah, that doesn't even look like there's a P-ring or a box to screw that to.
Yep.
Looks like they were just trying to sneak that one by, like they were gonna put some caulk on it and push it to the wall and hopefully it stuck.
Looks like a homeowner's,
We forgot to put
did
it.
themselves.
Forgot to put it cut in box in.
Okay.
Yeah, because that plate stuck to the.
Okay, this one I found interesting. I've never seen this one
Okay, so
before.
I've seen this a lot. So in commercial, you go black, red, blue. High voltage is brown, orange, yellow. But in a residential home, when you need a 208 circuit, which is 2 hots and a ground, or if you need 2 hots, neutral, and ground, you're going to run it 12-3, which is going to be black, white, red, and then a bare. The white, I mean, when you do it like that, it's because it's going to be a 208 circuit. So it's going to be like for your stovetop, your dryers, sometimes your hot water heater. So it's just, the thing is, electricity doesn't know color at all. So like you always grab wire thinking that it's hot. I mean, even grounds, I treat them as if they're a hot wire. That just because it's white does not mean it's a neutral.
Right.
It doesn't. That thing can be purple, pink, yellow. You treat electricity because that's what's so dangerous about it. You can't see it. You don't know if it's hot without testing it out. So if you go into a box.
Yes.
If you go into a box and you're just looking at colors, you're gonna mess yourself up all day long and get shot. So, I don't know why he would hit somebody on that because it does not matter about the color of that wire.
So what he did say is that it needed to be labeled differently.
Yes. You can phase it. You got phase tapes. You got tapes. You can make it blue, red, whatever. But I mean, a lot of people that do residential, we're not going to sit there and phase it out. But now they are getting stricter about it and have these paint pens, so you can actually paint the wire and it dries really fast and it sticks. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just because a lot of times that's all you have inside of a 12-2 Romex is a black, white, and a bare ground. So we just stick it on there and it's just what it is. So.
Okay, all right. You want to go back, and I'll switch the camera back around.
Well, Glenn, thank you so much for all of your information. Glenn is very informative. I've
Now-
learned a lot.
On the description of this, all your information is going to be there. Just so that you know that, so that everybody who's watching this can.
So your phone can blow up. Sorry.
That was good.
Yeah.
It's good for business.
That was really
That
good.
was really good.
I've complained about things in my life, but I will not complain about work and
Your phone blowing
helping
up?
people out. So anything y'all need, y'all just let me know.
Awesome. He's a trooper. Okay, so fun facts for you guys. Have you ever wondered why birds sitting on a power line don't get electrocuted? I actually have. So I can't wait to read the rest of it. All right. If a bird sits on just one power line, it is safe. Okay. However, if the bird touches another line with a wing or a foot, it creates a circuit causing the electricity to flow through the bird's body. This results in, well, electrocution, but and also death, probably. Really quick for a bird because they're small. But really,
It
I
cooks
wonder
it.
how often that happens. Like, how often does a bird like step on the wire and then like put its wing on like another wire? I'm just
It
curious.
doesn't, but I mean, I've seen a squirrel do it before.
Well, they're dumb.
Yeah.
Like, well, I love
But I
squirrels.
mean, you gotta think that the lines they land on, they're so far apart. That, I mean, we'd have to have a really big bird to be able to touch both at the same
Will that put power out at homes and stuff if a squirrel gets electrocuted like
Yeah,
that?
I mean, it could because you're actually touching two phase. He's actually completing the 2-phase circuit, so I mean, it can blow
Will
the
the
transformer.
squirrel like explode?
He will be cooked. I mean, you could eat him if you wanted to.
Well, down
probably
here in
be
the south,
he'd be
they eat
medium.
weird things.
Yeah, he'd be medium rare, but I mean, he'd be.
Oh, that's, I mean, as long as it's not well done, I'm down. All right, cool. Awesome.
Oh, my
All right, so y'all, that is it for tonight. Thank you so much, Glenn, for
Yeah,
being
thank you.
here. And I want you guys all at home to like the Facebook page, which is Hafer Group Facebook page. Imagine that. Anyways, so y'all can leave comments about tonight's show. And you can also go to hafergroup.com where you can subscribe. And there are awesome weekly newsletters that come out with songs and destinations of the week. And it's really good, y'all. Y'all should check it out. I probably should. Do I sound weird saying y'all?
No.
I was gonna say it's
Not you all, y'all.
You said you.
We're in the South.
Yeah,
all-
I
I
said, you say
know.
you all, then I think that's weird.
Yeah,
I would think there would be a traveling, like a moving truck or something like
Like
that.
that.
U-Haul.
Come on,
Y'all.
like say I'm like over here and
Well, I've talked to a lot of people recently that are not from the South, and it's very weird. So I've been thinking about it lately when I say it.
I guess like over, y'all come over.
Yeah, it's just sorry. So I mean, it's just this other thing. Whatever. Anyways, y'all.
Yeah.
So y'all will also get the weekly newsletter that goes out every Wednesday. Like I said, that destination of the week and all that stuff. It's great. Check it out. And then you'll also get to keep up with the market and fun stuff like the webcam. Where was it last week, Kate?
Oh, let me think. Where did I do the destination? I don't remember.
Those little pink houses.
Well, the song was Little Pink, Pink House.
The house
Destination.
Hmm?
The house is, yeah, the house will be pink. I put out a thing. so
Oh, okay, cool, awesome.
It will be pink. I don't remember where I put the destination though. Oh, Tennessee. I put it in Tennessee. That's right.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
awesome, cool.
It would have been great to
Mountains.
do Indiana because
It would have.
that's where John Mellencamp's from.
And and now it's too late.
Next time, y'all.
Next time.
Next time, it'll happen. All right, so to get in touch with Glenn, you can call him at, all right, your phone's about to blow up. You ready?
Ready.
470-497-4276. Again, that is 470-497-4276. All right? And thank you guys, thank you, Glenn, for coming and talking to us
Thank
tonight.
y'all for having me. It's fun.
Yeah,
It's a lot of fun.
absolutely. Yeah, y'all blow them up.
Oh yeah, if you do,
Likes.
I respond better to text. You can call, but I don't. If you text me, then I'll get back to you a lot faster than with phone call. I get a lot of crazy numbers calling me, so it's hard to pick them all up. So, and I work a lot. So
All right. Well, thanks, Glenn. We really appreciate
I
it.
appreciate you guys. Thank
Yeah,
y'all.
thank you.
All right.
And Bill and Kate, do y'all have a something y'all want to share about this weekend's parade? Is there something?
So we're gonna be in the parade Saturday, July the 3rd in Peachtree City. We have our golf cart all wrapped up. We're going to have a pink house on top of the golf carts, pink dollhouse
My favorite color.
that we're doing in the garage. We rented a trailer that's wrapped up with our stuff. We're going to be lip syncing some very popular songs on there. Katie's gonna be driving, but we're gonna be taking turns and then handing out our treat bags with an awesome Hafer Group frisbee.
Ooh, frisbees?
Oh, and a bubble machine. We're gonna have a bubble machine too.
There's gonna be a bubble machine? Did you rent this or did you buy it?
No, Bill bought it a long time ago.
Oh, can I borrow that, Bill, from our girls?
Sure.
Seriously, bubbles are amazing, especially for little girls.
In the treat bag, every treat bag has a bubble thing in it too. The bubble.
Y'all,
Every
this is
single one.
fantastic. Y'all, I hope y'all are there to see us. And that's exciting.
And you see Glenn there, then Glenn can
I
go
will be there. I gotta get me some bubbles. So.
do some electrical
Y'all-
work for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so and remember to call 678-628-KATE for all of your real estate needs. Have a great night, and we will see you next week live on the Hafer Group Facebook page. Good night.
Bye guys.